Alrighty, so I am live here. It's not jail, it's the gym. Here at the Edge Fitness in Streeter, Illinois.
It's amazing. Apply a global
It's
AI
time for
validation
another
engine
big
validates
bench
millions
day.
of data points for us every month.
And for me
It's too
to
good. It's like having the talent of a CFO.
mute my other channel. There we go. So welcome everybody. Let's get warmed up. Oh, 135, get that blood moving. Let me know I'm still alive. I'll probably do a couple more warm-ups because I don't have really anybody to spot me right now. So uploaded my shake video. I got my new gym reflection ones going on. It's uploading as we speak. Probably going to take a while. Oh yeah, this one's going to take all day. And what else is new in the news? Instagram. I get back to 11.2 yet? Nope. It's like subs come and subs go. So I hope everybody joins in. Remember, hit the thumbs up. This is a friendly chat, no vulgar language. If you are going to troll, you must do it in the form of a super chat and still no vulgar language. Otherwise, thanks for joining in. Please join the chat. It makes the live stream go smoother, especially when we got things to talk about. So just started out here, Edge Fitness here in Streeter, Illinois. It'll be the grocery store. If I have time, I'm going to cook some BLTs. If not, I might just buy some things at the store to make an easy lunch. It is Friday. And I would probably still like to get some mowing in now that my mower's working. So I'm warming up with 135 pounds. It's funny, we had somebody in chat and he deleted his message. I thought it was a good message. Welcome to the gym. I'll try and see if they're still there. They're still popping up. They might just have it playing off in the background, which is fine because I still get the play time. So make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you pop in and say hello. And if you have any questions about fitness, exercise, well-being, pop that in chat. If I know the answer, I'll give it to you. If I don't, I will research it, and it will be one of the future live streams or videos that I do. So to get myself moving, I had a 1,400 calorie shake this morning. I really went heavy. I went with a big scoop and a half, about 750 to 800 calories. I went with 3 eggs. That's another 300. I went with about 200 calories of 200, 250 calories of milk and a banana. So plenty of nutrients for my body to fuel on. Yeah, it was about an hour and 2 hours ago now. So it should be hitting the bloodstream. If I do a pre-workout, something like this, it's got amino, it's CoQ10, and got some caffeine. Preppers, how we doing? Hopefully the headache's gone. I was actually, hey Ray, how we doing? I was actually able to listen in on some of it when I wasn't doing loads. The one first shift guys got one of these big boombox speakers. They hooked up to the computer, so I was able to turn it up. And on those questions, some of them was pretty good. And I had to kind of agree with that first one, you might as well just fight it out, because as soon as you give them the food cash, they're taking you all out anyway. But yeah, my buddy told me about that card game Conflicted, and he'd read me one. I'm like, wow, yep, I can see why it's called Conflicted. To survive in that sort of scenario, you almost have to be just downright unfeeling and uncaring, and just put survival first. Which hopefully we never get to that point, but it did make me think about my stores, and do I need to be burying some caches, which I think I do. There are some things that may have to go on the ground. It just seems like every year the political stability gets less and less. It's not good, y'all. I'm telling you, it's not good. All right, another warm up at 135, then we'll add weight. Last week we had the rep police show up on one of my videos. Holes are only 3/4 reps, not full walkouts. I'm like, what an amateur and uneducated thing to say. Because when you're doing reps, you're not locking out. You're just doing full extension and snapping back. You're not because that will tear up your joints over time. Now these are not reps, but these are reps. So to you rep police, go get educated. And then, even though they have holes in them, they're called revolver weights. They've been around since like the 70s. They're still 45 pounds. Robin, good morning. How we doing? So I was able to catch the tail end of Prepper Nation. I had to drive to the gym in the midst of, he threw me off, I woke up this morning. So it's 8:15, I got plenty of time, made my shake, relax. And I said, okay, well, it should be starting any minute now. And it's like, starting 45 minutes. I said, well, it was 9 o'clock. Luckily, other people agreed with me, so I knew I wasn't misreading things. I said, wait a minute. It was already supposed to have been started. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, everybody. Show 2, should have 3, maybe 4. Let's add some weight. Get on the bus. Oh, who else we got popping here? Oh, so there we go. I'm back. Can't wait to start lifting again. Good job. You had retracted your message. I wonder why, because it didn't seem anything wrong with it, but who knows? Record your age. That's right. You got plenty of time to catch up. So I think senior year I hit 225. I was probably only about 165 pounds body weight. And then when I was in college, I got to 285. And I stayed there a long time. And it wasn't until I started back up in my 40s that I chased 315. I hit it when I was 40. I think I started lifting back when I was 39. I started lifting back in November. And that was in 2000, by May of 2001, when I was 40 years old, I hit 315 for the first time. And then I was working out in gyms. And I was getting up to about 335, 340. And this one guy asked, well, when are you going to go after 405? And him, and he had shoulders like this. He was about 5'8" by 5'8", just huge, 600-pound bencher. And I said, man, I'm 6'4", man. Look, wide spring in that. And he goes, so when are you going to hit 405? That's all right. I think I was 43 at the time. I said, I'm going to give myself 2 years to get it. And I really trained hard for it. That was my goal. And in 20 months, I hit it for the first time. I was talking about Joseph's message. I didn't see that one. And then it took 4 months to hit it again. And then my goal is to every year on my birthday to do a 405 birthday bench. So I've been able to do that since I was 45 years old. So 17 years, 18 years I've been doing it. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. So I'm going to do some small reps on the 2 1/4 to get used to it. And then I'm going to go after some big reps. I got to give Michael a shout out. He did 20 reps of this the other day. Very impressive. So I have to see what I can knock out. Got the camera set up. The biggest thing is probably just going to be finding a spotter. What do we got going on here? Some people are just like the gym you were talking about. My dad is like 5'8", never lifted in his life, and he's stronger than me. We've been working out for 3 years. Yep. It's called old man strength for a reason. My dad was incredibly strong. I think his strength didn't diminish until probably his, 67. He had a stroke, and that really knocked it out for him. But his health habits weren't the best. So I'm trying not to repeat that, knowing what my dad and then my mom's uncles went through. At this age, I'm doing everything I can to make sure that my heart and circulatory system stays healthy. Fight it as long as I can, but it's a good fight. It has huge rewards, in my opinion. So let me knock this out for a couple. And this is just to let my joints know what I'm going to be going after. And then when I find a spotter, I'll be going at it a full blast. Shannon, how we doing? I'm on lunch and sitting there live. Well, thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. It's a big bench today. I had a huge shake. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Trying to confuse YouTube. And it should be popping through any minute now. There we go. There's my other account. USA Prepping, how we doing? Thanks for sending me that email that you got the t-shirt and send me the picture. I appreciate it. So on these gift memberships, it just kind of randomly selects. Sometimes I get people I want, and some people I had no idea that they were following me. But who knows? Maybe it'll cause them to start watching me. You never know. Oh, I'm on top chat. So let me get to live chat so I get to see it all. There we go. The USA Prepping, thanks for coming in. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, everybody. It does have a positive effect on my channel and hopefully gets it pushed out there a little bit more. So what I'll do is 2 minutes, I'll do another, 3 rep. And then I'll go out and see if I can find someone to spot me. Chances are I'm going to rack it before I fail anyway, but it's just a good idea when you're going for either heavy set or a high number of reps. You have somebody behind you, just in case you need a couple pounds help. It's not like you need a lot, but it's important to do. And this is one of the struggles that you have when you have your home gym, like Michael has, is a lot of times tuna plate lunch. There you go. So I had a 1,400 calorie pre-workout shake about 2 hours ago. So that should give me a lot of, on lifting drunk, probably not a good idea. All right. When do most accidents happen in poor decisions? When you're drunk. So I wouldn't recommend it. Well, could be. I might know your cousin. I know a guy who does wild and crazy stuff, and he's the strongest man at about 242 pounds that I know. He's just incredibly strong. Goes by Huck Finn, and he has 8-man strong and stuff like that. He's out on Instagram and that. I've lifted with him for many, many times. Good guy, but yeah, he is crazy. But I think you're setting yourself up for injury doing it. You kind of have to ask yourself, why do you have to be that way to lift? Or are you lifting because you're always that way? Yeah, here, hold my beer. Ow. Huge Irish guy, 6'3", 270. He drinks like a sailor, and he lifts with the worst form I've ever seen. Yeah. But who's going to tell him that? So I've been currently holding around 235, 236 because of the clean eating. I have been near up to 270. I think 265 was the heaviest I got, and that was just too much. But I like beer, but it's generally Saturday is when that happens. Us tall guys have a hard time with deadlift. I'm not happy with my form either. Boy, I've kind of stopped doing it for a while. I just kept getting a tweak soreness in the back. It was just telling me, just keep this up, buddy, and I'm going to lay out. Sometimes man's got to know his limitations. Doesn't mean you don't trust him from time to time. So that basically just to get me loosened up. I'm going to go scout around and go see if I have a potential spotter or not. There's a young man out there probably could help me. I'm going to wait till I'm actually ready to do this set. Give the opportunity for somebody else maybe to show up. Yeah, I've had a couple cousins pass away in their 50s because of they just destroyed their liver. I had one, he was a Green Beret in Nam, and really, really good cousin of mine. And but he had that addictive personality. So when he called me, I'd ask him, I go, what do you have in your hand, a bottle or a Bible? And if he said the Bible, I said, okay, we can talk. If he said a bottle, I said, well, we're not going to talk. But yeah, they drank themselves to an early grave. And I just don't want to do the same thing. You know, we drink. Well, we tend to drink responsibly. I think I only see my dad get drunk once. And I may have had something to do with it. I was mixing the drinks. But that's just it. It was, you know, a once or twice a year thing. You know, I try to be responsible about it when we go out. About an hour before I know we're going to leave, I just start drinking water. Just flush the system out. And then we get home, we eat, and more water. And I feel good the next day. Now, if I don't follow that rule, then I pay for it. Sometimes you're just like, you get home, I'm going to have another beer or two. And in the morning, I'm like, why'd I do that? Yeah, it's a lot of times you can just drink water. A lot of times your body just wants something cold to drink. So a lot of times when I come home at night and I'm feeling I want a beer, I just have a glass of cold water. And that kind of fulfills that urge to have a cold drink. And then I'm not up 5 times during the night going to the bathroom, which is no fun either. No, that's all right. Not drinking is not necessarily a bad thing, Joseph. Really isn't. How the tinctures. There you go. I know one guy who was a vet. He had a dog get a hold and just tore his wrist up. I mean, opened it up and sat there and stapled it himself. I said, well, that's a hard area to kill the pain. He goes, I didn't do any painkillers. I said, salute, man, salute. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm going to probably have, if not beers tomorrow, I'll have them Sunday. The only reason I may not have that many tomorrow is because I'm throwing shot put and discus at the Senior Olympics on Sunday. So I don't want to, I'm going to have to leave early in the morning. And I don't want to be lagging because of the alcohol the day before. So it's usually a morning event. I'd be home by the afternoon. My wife and I can go out and do things in the afternoon. And then it'll probably be a better way. We haven't decided yet. She needs one day to do her schoolwork. So if she doesn't go down with me, then she can do it on Sunday. She has not yet decided, which is typical. There you go. I'd do it, but I'm at work. They'd frown on that. No, it's all right. It's Friday. I'm only pushing empties. Let me see if I can convince that young man. Watch me turn purple. See if he's got kind of money to pull back. Here's our whole heat one. I agree. Think it's fine? Maybe. Listen, if anybody needs help, it's fine.
I remember you last time I was here with my buddy.
It's not like you're going to have to look. And chances are, no, I am on a live stream. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Go right here.
I'm 17.
Porters will get all of that. Let's see. I'm going for reps. So I'm just going to push them until I turn purple. Chances are I will not need any help, but it's just going to be there. And then, like I said, if I fail, it's 5 pounds. All righty.
You mind if I ask how many you usually get of these?
Last time on Tuesday, I got 18. All right. A friend of mine down in Tennessee got 20 this week. So guess what I'm going after?
21.
You're right. I like how he thinks. But we'll see. Anything over 18, I'll be happy with. My problem is my endurance shuts down too soon. All right, keep counting, folks. I don't know, but it was.
Pretty sure I was 22.
I'll count them later. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
If you need a spot in the other sets, just come.
I will.
let me know.
275's next
I figured.
after I recover.
That's a lot of weight, man.
Oh my goodness. So anybody get the weight count? I don't know how many I got. Oh man. That's me trying to get my heart rate back down. I think I did 20. He thinks I did 22. I'll have to go back and count. But Shannon, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Thanks for the thumbs up. Wow. That takes a lot out of you. I think I'll just watch it on replay. I can always join. I can always join them together later. So we'll count them together. All right, 1, 2, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, 20. Pretty sure it's 20. Got 20. So at least I tied. Thanks for the motivation, Michael. I needed it. Let's see how the upload's going. Ugh. Only 12%. I'm thinking it'd go faster if I just went to my 5G. I'm going to do that. Sometimes the internet, when I got too many things going on, slows it down a little bit. So I'll just switch to my 5G signal because I've got really good signal on it. 225 with 20. Now let's go for 275. I got 275 up there. So I appreciate everybody coming in. A good productive week. Pretty much hit most of my goals. Bench is coming along. I mean, it's tired. It's hard to do. It's a lot of weight, you know, and you just got to push yourself through it. You know, it's easy to say, okay, come in and do light weights and interrupts for a half hour and go home, which nothing wrong with that. It's a workout and definitely helps you out. But I want to compete. I want to get back to that level again. I'm not ready to be that guy I used to bench 405. I want to be that guy I bench 405 for as long as possible. And obviously there's going to be a day that's not going to be possible, but it's not coming this year, if I can help it. There we go. Pay attention to the time so I know when to go at this again. So my goal for 275 will be going in and out. Yeah. Where are you flying off to? Maybe we can get higher elevation to be a better signal. It don't work that way. Unless you sign up for their Wi-Fi. Now, you know, they want you to be on airplane mode, but then they'll allow you to do a Wi-Fi once you get airborne. Very interesting. London. Oh, cool. Well, congratulations. Here's the advice I can give you. Hit the ground running. College is different than high school. You can't take it easy for 2 weeks and then play catch up, because you won't. So you got to, from day one, be taking notes and studying. Because if you mess around for 2 weeks, you're going to be buried, because the pace is much faster than it is in high school. Happy Friday to you too, Christopher. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the thumbs up. So hit that ground running. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by any of the political BS that's going on in colleges. And it's always been the case, even when I was in. And just go to your studies and try to find yourself a good study partner. Somebody who's as interested and as dedicated to college as you are. And that'll help. Don't worry about any of the political functions. You're not going to save the planet in college. You need to get good grades, get your education, and keep the course straight and steady. I see a lot of these college kids, even when I was in college, you know, they got a cause. No, you don't have a cause. You just have a boring life. All right? Get active, work out, do fun things, have fun hobbies, study, enjoy yourself. And you'll get more out of it. Take notes, because writing is a learning exercise. And then when you get home after your classes, because remember, you're not going to have 5 classes a day. You have maybe 2, possibly 3 a day. Might even be a day you don't have any classes. When you get back, rewrite your notes. All right, don't rely on your phone to record. Get a notebook, get a pencil, pen, whatever, and write down your notes. Then when you get back to your dorm, rewrite them down. All right, if you have a textbook, read it. All right, and then reread it again later, and you'll do fine. But taking notes is a learning process. Rewriting your notes is a learning process, and you'll do fine. Tell me how many people like the thumbnail art we did. A couple guys in the gym, we got together saying, I always get these comments. Let's have some fun with it. They go, yeah, I'm in for it. Yeah, let's do it. we'll have to think. That one will last for about 3 sessions. Then I'll probably do my, one who's got the live bench workout, and then we'll have to think of something else to do. Yeah, it's getting about that time. As much as I hate to. So 11 is the minimum goal. 12 would be better. And now that I got a spotter. So last week I hit 2 of my 4 goals. So goals are even an extra rep or added weight. So last week I hit 2 more reps on 2 1/4, and I jumped 10 pounds on my heavy set from 355 to 365. I did the same amount of reps at 275. I actually did 1 less at 315, but I think I was getting tired. That's why I probably added about 400 calories to my shake this morning. I wanted to make sure I didn't run out of energy. So 275, my minimum goal is 11, but my goal, really what I want to do is 12. And that'll give me two wins. I've got a win because I got 2 1/4 by 20. And if I get this for a dozen, that'll be my second win. Always want to at least get 1 win out of the 4 shots I do. And when I'm getting results, I'm going to stick with this workout. Sometimes I won't do that amount of reps. At 2 1/4, I'm way up because I'm trying to bank my energy. But I'm trying to do it to build my endurance back up too. So there's a method behind my madness. Well, let me go get that young man again. Let's go for it. Rewatch it. Yep. Oh. All righty. My second wind hasn't kicked in yet. Sometimes I'll do it on my third half. Also, I did track. That second wind was a wonderful thing. All right, 275. That'll help. A little more. A little more. Woo! Ah! Well, I burned out there. That's called going to failure. I had a feeling it was going to be much, but since I had you there. Worst case scenario, bring it back to my chest and dump the weights. Whew.
I don't know if that was I think it was 9, maybe.
I think it was 11.
11?
Let's go back to the video. I do believe I was going for the 12th one. I really wanted 12, but that's what happens when I burn out at 2 1/4. 2. Here's 9. Here's 10. Here's 11.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where I got in trouble. Yeah. So I got 11, which was my minimum. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll cut right short there so I can get it on everyone. But right now I'm trying to make it not just a powerlifting one, but trying to get some endurance going at the same time.
It's a lot of weight to handle. There's a lot to breathing too.
Yeah.
I still have to get my breathing methods down and everything. It messes me up a lot.
Well, unlike when I was your age, when I ran track, my endurance now is like this. And when it dies, it's gone.
Yeah.
You go, oh, you had 4 more in you. I said, no, I didn't. Now, I was 18. Yeah, I would have had 4 more. But those days, to give and take, it took. I didn't want to give it.
So what was your all-time max on bench?
When I was 60, so 2 years ago, in the gym, I hit 480.
Well, that's a lot.
In competition, in the sanctioned meet, I hit 446.4. So I'm tied for 4th in the world in my age and weight.
I remember you said something last time. I thought it was 455. I just had to ask. I didn't know what it was. But,
Well, I've done
it's a lot of
455 in the gym, but
yeah, just let me know when your next sets are ready.
yeah, it'd be 315. Probably about 10 minutes. I gotta get a breather. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was the way to do it. All right, so it's 275 by 11 and a quarter. Now one really smoked me. 75 by 11. You know, I figured what the heck, might as well try it. Even though I didn't get the rep by myself, it still counts as a rep. It still is definitely an exercise, and it still pushed it to the next level. Let me know if you're in there live, people. So 315 is up next. And we got turn it so you can see it. There we go. It might look a little better. Well, that's working up a sweat. So, I mean, here's the thing. When you're trying to take it to the next level. It's a lot of work. You know, I watch some guys that work harder at this than I do. And knowing what I go through, I can kind of imagine what they're going through. Because, no, reality, I can stop now and it's a workout. And it was a good workout. But it's not my workout. My workout's going to consist of at least 2 more sets. I got this one at 315. And then, depending how gassed I am, is whether I stay at 365 or I jump to 370. I would like to jump to 370, but probably not double. So maybe next week, maybe I'll cut short on the 2 1/4 and attack the 275 for reps. You know, and maybe that's what I'll do. Every workout, I will attack a certain weight for the extra reps. And just try to do a decent set of reps at the 2 1/4. But I am happy about the 2 1/4 by 20. Once again, thanks for Michael at the Body Beatdown for the inspiration in doing that. And a lot of times that's what you need. You need somebody else to do it and go, well, I know I can do that. I just got to go do it. I can tell you I'm going to get a lot of growth from that. And I've got all the reasons not to go heavier. I mean, I do have a meet in 2 days. So I can be saying, well, I don't need to go heavy because I don't want to be too sore in that. But you always have something. There's always something going on. And you need to push through it. I mean, that's what separates, the champions from just the ones who play, from the ones who don't, is the amount that you go into it. And I know I could be doing more if I just had the time. But I'd have to cut off other things. And at this point, what I'm doing is plenty. It does help at work. That's a very exercise-driven job. I'm moving heavy weights all the time. So that's beneficial. And that helps keep me in shape. I know they're like, guy just picks those 75-pound grates up, moves them around like they're nothing. But when I first started working there, it was a lot of weight. Other people use a hoist. All right. I don't. Is the hoist easier? Do I have time to use the hoist? I do. But then I'm not getting the exercise benefit out of it. So I'm going to do something to make a living, and I can also help me keep me in stronger physical shape. Well, why not? It's a win-win. Tuna melt. That sounds yummy. So hopefully we get some more people joining in here soon. But I do want to thank everybody who did join in. Robin and Shannon and Christopher and Joseph and Ray. Appreciate you popping in there. Oh, somebody's hitting the thumbs, hit the hearts. Appreciate that too. I don't know if that drives anything up, but it makes me feel better. It's probably Ray. And hope this kind of shows you the struggle. Going in the gym and working out hard. It's not easy, but it's doable. You just have to do it. And I think that's just where it comes down to it. Sure, this is hard. But how I feel afterwards, when I go to the store and I'm buying the food, knowing that that's going to help me grow when I get to work, and, people younger than me are looking up to me, saying, wow, I want to be in that shape. And people my age going, hey, maybe I should do something about my shape, is why I do it. As long as you're trying to make yourself healthier, and it takes small steps, slow and steady. Diet is the number one thing. You can't out-exercise a bad diet. You know, you want to drop weight, get rid of the sugar. Sugar's bad for you. You know, drop the sodas, drop the candy. You know, instead of candy bars, I eat cucumbers. They're in water and vinegar. You know, instead of the chips, I slice up a tomato with salt and pepper. You know, instead of other type of junk foods, I chop up some green peppers. You know, just better choices, healthier choices. And that's what it comes down to. Well, I don't think I'm going to get any more rested. Trying to think last time we did this. So let me go get my spotter. Let's see how many I can knock out here. All righty. 3:15. So I kept it at 5. I think I had 6, but I wanted to save it for 370.
So what's your highest set that you're going to be hitting today?
370.
So do you only do flat bench and
then if we have time, we'll do flies over in the machine. It's a great stretch. So I like to get down here and let it stretch the delts. Because the bench builds huge front delts. If you don't stretch them, start walking around like that. So I use that for a stretch. Now I'll full stack it eventually. A lot of times I'll let the weight pull me back and stretch out. And then the next thing I do is see the delts. Right.
Well, that's what your mom says, but he's arguing with me, so I sent her all the information. Cause I was thoroughly confused when I was. Hmm? What?
seems like kind of the opposite thing. But they stay with us.
You actually found the call me, so I just told him I'm gonna- Greg's just going on a shoot.
We were appointed, but we were maybe that way.
Well, he wasn't here for a long time. But I don't know if he needs the dates. Well, yeah, well, he's been good about checking in. All your beds are in stackable towels
I gotta get food and use this garbage. It was fun. I'd do it again. Oh, yeah. All righty, I'm back. Now we're going for one shot at 370. Let me see, who did I miss? So the 315, Deborah, how we doing? Thanks for popping in. Remember to hit the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. So I stopped at 5 at 315. I probably had 6, but he struggled with me on that rep at 275, so I didn't want to sit there and panic him. And I figured I would save the energy for this one at 370. Should have it. Shouldn't be a problem. So we're just adding these little 2 1/4. They can't hurt, can they? So I think my other video is loaded up by now. And it was called Gym Reflections. And basically it was just me talking about the week on my way home. Yeah, it looks like it's. There we go. I'm good to go. Let me see. Do I have cancel? Here we go. Analytics. Still over 93.30. Comments. Any new comments? I got one in a foreign language. I guess I'll just like it. I know somebody left one in a foreign language and they said, oh, they were saying you had a big belly. I said, well, you know, everybody's got their opinion. I still got a comment and it helped my analytics.
But they limited it though, right? But they limited it this year, and it's probably even like half of what they did last year. Okay.
So I got 370 on there. That'll be the last lift on the flat bench. I might do a stretch or 2 on the flies, then head for the grocery store. As I am throwing Sunday. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up. Somebody popped in and gave me another thumbs up. Appreciate it. Because I am throwing on Sunday down in Springfield, Illinois, discus and shot put for the Senior Olympics. So I don't want to too much overdo it. How are we doing?
Good for you.
Did you do something different with your hair?
You say that all the time. It's just glued down.
Yeah, there you go. Now, if I had hair,
Stop.
I'd probably try to do something with it, but you know,
I hear you.
it's kind of, you know, handy though. I mean, time I walk out of the shower, it's dry.
And styled.
Yeah, style too. Keep track of it. A couple more minutes and I'll get the young man over here and we'll knock this set out and call it a live stream. So I think the shake helped. Like I said, it was calculated as 1,400 calories. So plenty of energy to keep me moving this morning. And I'm trying to determine whether I just get some meat from the deli and make me some sandwiches with the fresh tomatoes from the garden? Or do I make BLTs? Can always make BLTs tomorrow. But they are good. The wife's been taking a tomato to school with her every day. And there was no tomatoes yesterday morning for her to take. So then I went out in the garden and I found 7 of them.
Oh, Lord.
So when she called me on her way back, she's like, well, is there any tomatoes out there? Because I said, yeah, there's tomatoes on. Now, do you think she'd walk out there? And
Oh, no, that's your job. For better, for worse.
I
they
tell
eat
you,
tomatoes.
them and the kids never had any interest in the garden.
Really?
No, my dad and I, we always did. And out of the 6 kids, I was the only one that
Yeah,
consistently went out there with the garden.
I gotcha.
My sisters one year said, well, I think we do more work than that. So we all had a section, our own section of the garden. Because we put an acre
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
in. After about 3-4 weeks, I couldn't tell what they planted.
I'm sure you could.
They were all weeds, so they paid me the money to weed their area.
Smart.
Yeah,
Cash. No,
cash
no
money, I tell you.
Cash.
And back then, $5 was a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, it was.
You know, see now
Dollar.
I was on a 50-cent a week allowance. $5 was woo.
$1.83 an hour for minimum wage was,
I think I started at $1.70.
oh, my.
But when I was working for the farmers,
Uh-huh.
I was making the dairy was good money. I was making $10 a day.
Yes.
But that was 12 hours of shoveling
Oh.
shit, baling hay, and milking cows.
Yes, sir. No, well,
But that was good money.
it was. 'Cause I got all my school clothes.
That was better money than what Kmart was paying me. BLT's got, yeah, they do. But then it takes time. And I still got some outdoor activities I want to do. That's what happened yesterday. I ran out of time. I wanted to throw, but before I knew it, it was like 1:30 and I hadn't showered yet. And I hadn't gone to the store yet. So I just didn't have time. I was bummed about it, but that's going to happen. I'll throw tomorrow. And today I do want to get a little more mowing done. It's not a hurry because it's not like the grass is growing fast, but it looks better when I get sections done. And I haven't made my trip to the garden yet or to the pond. I don't know what to do. Well, I think I'm ready to do this. Let me go get my spotter. Let's knock out 370. Call it a workout. Ah, there you are. Perfect timing.
Just on time.
Oh, my schedule is very loose. All right, 1 rep. 370, let's hit her. Thank you.
Yep.
Solid run.
It's a lot of weight to be pushing.
It is. It never gets any lighter. I just keep adding weight.
That's the goal.
Yeah, I had to go light today. I'm throwing in the Senior Olympics Sunday.
Wait, today was the Senior Olympics?
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
Yeah, down in Springfield.
Oh, wow.
I'm doing discus and shot put. I'm the returning champion for discus.
Did you step out for a year or something?
Huh?
Did you step out for a year or something?
I took the summer off of heavy lifting. And I was working on my throws because I did nationals in July. And I wanted to place in the top 8. But I'm competing against the top 3 in every state that shows up. I got bronze. I was ecstatic. But I was working on speed, dexterity, mobility. I was still lifting, but I wasn't lifting heavy. So now I'm back in recovery. The nice thing is once you get to a weight, it's easier to get back to it than it was to originally get there the first time. It's called muscle memory. So I mean, to get to a new weight takes a long time, but
Yeah.
when you go back to recover, it's like 10% of the time. Now I don't get back there as fast as I used to. You know, it's just like pro athletes, you know, they're off season. When they go back to training, they're training to get back to their top form because you can't stay at top form 12 months out of the year. Because you just tear your body up.
Oh yeah, that's not good for your body at all.
My track coach knew a lot about that when I was in high school. He said after 9 months of competing or anything, it was best to take about 6 weeks off. He said then for every 2 weeks after that you take off, you lose a certain percentage of your strength. It's like significant. And of course, but to get back there, a lot of times you get back into full competition form in 3 or 4 weeks.
It's a slow process, but it's
Slow and steady wins the race.
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. At 18, I was in service. I was 185. I was wrecked. I was probably 6-7% body fat natural. But I mean, I was still punching 2 1/4 for rest, but I just didn't go heavier. I could run forever. I mean, you know, 3 miles was literally a jog in the park. We used to go on hikes. So we had maneuvers against the 82nd Airborne. I was in the 101st. And we were supposed to hike like 25 kilometers, probably around 10, 12 miles. And I looked at the map and told the captain, I said, listen, this is the only place I can jump. They jump on a plane, we fell out of a helicopter, you can go anywhere. But we were on foot. I said, this is the only place I can jump. So if we walk another 5 miles, I can be there right in the morning. And he went for it. Understand, the lightest pack person had 70 pounds of his pack. All right. Some of us also had what was called PRC 77 radio, called Truck 77. That was another 35 pounds. Some of those guys had mortar plates on their backs, 70 pounds. And we hiked. And we got there about 3 in the morning, straight hiking, never stopping except for lunch and dinner. And we dug in, we set up. We got this open area that probably from here to maybe, probably about another 100 yards further. And in the middle of it, there's this maple tree. And I looked at the controller, I was on the Ford Observer, I had all our artillery mortar fires under my control. So you see that maple tree? Well, yeah, that's registration point 1. That's the place I can't miss. 5:30 in the morning, here they come C-130 in their jump. Ran all around. Looked at the controller, he goes, what are you gonna do? I go, spend all ammo. Registration point 1, out. He goes, you just go. So now, obviously there wasn't real artillery going out there with my battle. And plus we had 6 machine guns. And we had 40 sitting on the line with M16s. So they're coming, hoorah, the controller just walked up to their controller, said, tell them all lay down and roll that first server killed everybody. Oh man. So they marched us back, they said, go us back in, they had just pick us up. Back to the hangar. We kept us there for 3 days before they flew us out. My officer was saying, well, the general is looking for you. I said, fine, they'll come see me. I'm afraid of an officer, put my pants on the same way he does. Well, he's pissed off, he ruined his field problem. I said, reset the rules or redo it. Well, let us leave so early. Because we were outnumbered 3 to 1. You know, we were only a company strength, and they were a full battalion. I said, next time, go ahead and obvious landing zone. Never
I
had
know
them.
Maple Street.
He never, I couldn't miss. Couldn't miss. And if you ever get to see an artillery barrage, it's a scary thing.
My grandpa used to tell me something about that all the time. He was a Navy SEAL.
Well, nail guns are different. Nail guns are not artillery.
They're not.
No, they're a friggin' rifle with a big damn bullet. Yeah, artillery goes like this, mortars go like this, nail gunfire is a rifle. It's a direct fire weapon. They're 5-inch guns, which are pretty close to our 155 millimeters. It's basically a direct fire weapon.
That's crazy.
And they almost have to be if you're trying to fire another ship, so they hit much harder.
I would bet.
Oh, yeah. So I actually got attached to a Marine unit for just before Grenada, because I needed a forward observer for the naval gunfire. So they sent me to a quick naval gunfire school. And that's where I learned that. These damn things are direct fire. Now, the disadvantage was, is that they were on the other side of a hill or a mountain, you know, artillery mortars cooked, if you drop them in. Their answer was that they would do a delayed tube right straight off the top of the mountain. I said, yeah, it's never gonna fly more. But it was fun. Yeah, I spent more time in the field than a grunt did, and then they attached me to a Marine unit. And I was attached to a Canadian unit for a field problem and a Dutch unit. And of course, when I was in Korea, I was with the Korean unit a lot.
You went to Korea.
Yeah, only Korea for a year.
Wow. How is it out there?
When I went, which was in 1981, it was a very primitive place. It's not anymore. It's more modern than we probably are. I mean, you know, honestly would have, 50 chicken cages on his bicycle. It was like the old Swin bicycles going into market. I mean, they would butcher stuff. You would point to the chicken you want, they'd butcher it right there for you. They eat everything, including dogs. But the dogs are raised as cattle. They're like a lab, and that's what they're raised for. Yep. We were at the meat market. One of the guys was with me going, man, that's an awful small piece of leg of cow. I said, you need to look at the end of that leg. Just a paw. I said, they do that here. That's their culture, But I really learned to appreciate America after there.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Because they struggle. I mean, people froze to death in the winter a lot. They either froze to death or they use these charcoal stoves to heat up their place, and they die of carbon monoxide poisoning. I mean, in a village of maybe 300, we'd have 10, 15 deaths every winter.
Wow. That's sad.
What's sad is when you have college kids bitching about being oppressed here, you ain't got nothing to bitch about. You live better than 99% of the world.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the problem. We don't have anything to complain about, so now we just make shit up. I'm oppressed. No, you're not oppressed. You're spoiled. And it was like that when I went to college, too. I'd see these people, they had a cause. I have no life, so I have a cause. And I already went into service, and I'm like, you need to go talk to somebody else. I've been to the other places. You have nothing to complain about.
Some people just complain just to get attention. That's
A lot of it is. Or they just don't have any self-worth. If they would spend that time better than themselves, they'd be happier. I'm doing fine, Wong. Thanks for stopping in. Just finished up the workout. Just finished up the workout. I had a young man help me out with the spots, which I appreciate. Because without a spotter, I can't go after those heavy weights. So we went up to 370, which was my goal. I got 2 extra reps at 2 1/4. So I feel good about that. Now it's time to go to the grocery store and buy protein for the week. Hopefully they have more Fairlife milk this time. They shorted me last time. And maybe do some chores when I get home. But thanks for the thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. It does help, that YouTube algorithm and all that cool stuff. And remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, they have fun. They have fun in life. And with that, that's all, folks.